My child, listen to me. I need your attention right now. I know the words that have been echoing in your mind. I'm too late. I missed my moment. Everyone else is already ahead. That voice has been loud, persistent, and heavy, and I am interrupting it today. Do not scroll away. Do not let this pass you by. This moment is not an accident, and you hearing me right now is not random. I am speaking because your heart has been quietly asking a question you haven't said out loud, and that question is whether it's already too late for you. I tell you now, with all the authority of heaven and all the tenderness of a father, you are not late to what I have for you. I know how it feels when time seems to mock you. When birthdays pass, deadlines close, opportunities appear to slip through your fingers, and you look back wondering how life moves so fast while you were still trying to survive. I know the regret you carry, the comparisons you make in silence, the way you replay decisions and wish you had moved sooner, spoken sooner, believed sooner. But hear me clearly. I am not bound by clocks, calendars, or human timelines. What feels late to you is not late to me. I see the whole path, not just the step you're standing on. I am calling you to stop measuring your life by what others are doing. You were never meant to run their race. You were never meant to arrive when they arrived. I shaped your journey with intention, not haste. Even the pauses you resent, I have used. Even the delays you question, I have guarded you through. You think you lost time, but I was building depth. You think you fell behind, but I was strengthening your roots where no one could see. This message is not for everyone. It is for the one who feels overlooked, behind, and quietly panicking about the future. It is for the one who smiles on the outside but feels a tightening in their chest when they think about where they should be by now. I am speaking to you because I want you to stop agreeing with the lie that your window has closed. I decide seasons, not fear. I open door no one can shut, and I had door no one can force open. As you listen, let your heart agree with truth instead of accusation. And if this word is speaking directly to you, respond in faith. Like this video, leave a comment, share it with 3 people who need to hear this. Hype this message and subscribe. Not for popularity, but as an act of alignment, as a way of saying, I receive what God is saying to me right now. Your agreement matters more than you realize. Stay with me. I am about to show you why the timing you're worried about is not working against you, but for you. And when you see it, the pressure you've been carrying will finally begin to lift. My child, I see you. Not the version of you that others see, but the real you. I see the weight you've been carrying quietly, the thoughts you wrestle with late at night, the questions you don't ask out loud because you're afraid of the answers. I know how often you replay moments in your mind, wondering if one different choice would have changed everything. I know how heavy it feels to believe that you arrived after the door closed. And I need you to hear this clearly. I have never stopped watching over you, not for a single second. I know the season you are in. I know how long it has lasted. I know how tired you are of explaining why things haven't happened yet. I know the embarrassment you feel when people ask, so what's next for you? And you don't know how to respond. I know how it feels when your prayers seem unanswered and your progress feels invisible. But your silence has never meant absence to me. Your waiting has never meant neglect. I have been close, even when you felt forgotten. I saw you when you kept going while others quit. I saw you when you showed up even though your heart felt discouraged. I saw you when you trusted me with what little strength you had left. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone noticed. I saw the moments you almost gave up but didn't. You may think nothing was happening, but I was working deeply, quietly, and intentionally within you. You are not overlooked. You are not behind schedule. You are not an afterthought. You are not the one I forgot to come back for. I chose you knowing your pace, your struggles, your wounds, and your story. I knew the detours you would take. I knew the lessons you would need to learn slowly. I knew the healing that could not be rushed. And still, I chose you. I want you to understand this. I do not measure your life by visible milestones. I measure it by faithfulness, by surrender, by growth that happens beneath the surface. While you were focused on what you hadn't achieved, I was focused on who you were becoming. While you were counting years, I was building character. While you were comparing outcomes, I was shaping endurance, wisdom, and compassion inside you. You have not wasted time. You have not failed me. You have not disappointed me. I am not frustrated with you. I am not shaking my head in disapproval. I am proud of you for surviving seasons that nearly broke you. I am proud of you for trusting me even when you didn't understand my silence. I am proud of you for staying soft in a world that tried to harden you. Let your heart rest in this truth. I know exactly where you are, and I know exactly why you are there. Nothing about your journey has surprised me. Nothing about your timing has alarmed me. I am present in this moment with you, and I am leading you forward with care, not urgency. Stay with me. You are seen, known, and deeply loved. My child, now I need you to listen even more closely, because I am about to uncover a truth that will change how you see your past. What you have been calling late, I have been calling protected. What you labeled as delay, I allowed as mercy. You assumed doors stayed closed because you failed or hesitated, but many of those doors remained shut because you were not yet ready for what waited on the other side. Had they opened sooner, they would have crushed you instead of blessing you. You see time as loss. I see time as preparation. You see what didn't happen. I see what you were spared from. I do not rush my children into spaces their hearts, minds, and faith cannot yet sustain. I know what success costs. I know what influence demands. I know what responsibility exposes. And I love you too much to give you something before it would have destroyed your peace, your humility, or your dependence on me. You thought being early would have meant being ahead, but you don't yet see the battles you avoided, the compromises you didn't have to make, the damage you didn't have to undo. I was forming discernment in you. I was teaching you to hear my voice. I was strengthening your character so that when the moment comes, you won't lose yourself trying to keep what I give you. Hear this clearly. My plans are not delayed. They are deliberate. I do not work on panic. I do not respond to pressure. I move with purpose. When I withhold, it is never punishment. When I slow things down, it is never cruelty. It is love that sees farther than you can. It is wisdom that knows what timing can unlock and what impatience can destroy. You are not late to your calling. You are arriving with maturity. You are not behind in life. You are being aligned. Everything you learned in the waiting will be required in the next season. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Nothing was forgone. The ground you stand on right now is holy preparation, even if it doesn't look impressive to others. And as this truth settles into your spirit, I want you to understand something deeper. This word you are receiving is not meant to stop with you. I speak through vessels so my light can reach hearts that are still sitting in darkness, believing the same lie you once believed. This is where your obedience meets impact. My child, this is me speaking to you now. So where my word is feeding souls, when you support this mission through super thanks, membership, or PayPal. You are planting seed into living soil. I am the one who said that those who sow generously will reap abundantly, and I am speaking that promise directly over you. Let your giving become light that travels farther than your voice ever could. The PayPal donation link is in the description and available by QR code, and I am calling you to act without delay. Release the seed, and watch me breathe harvest over your obedience. My child, I need to gently correct something in your heart, not to shame you, but to free you. You have been looking back with regret, believing that if you had moved faster, spoken sooner, or pushed harder, things would be different now. You have been tempted to believe that urgency would have produced better fruit. But hear me with love and clarity. Rushing would not have saved you. It would have cost you more than waiting ever did. I know impatience has whispered to you that speed equals success. But I have watched impatience destroy what preparation was meant to protect. I have seen people arrive early and lose everything because they were not rooted deeply enough to stand. I was not slow with you. I was careful with you. I was guarding what I placed inside you from breaking under weight you were not yet built to carry. Do not despise the seasons where nothing seemed to move. Those were the seasons where I was removing what would have harmed you later. I was stripping pride you didn't know you had. I was healing wounds you tried to ignore. I was teaching you obedience when no one was applauding. I was training you to trust me without proof. These are lessons that cannot be rushed without consequence. I correct you now because I love you. Stop rehearsing the past as if it defines you. Stop punishing yourself for not knowing then what you know now. You were not disobedient. You were learning. You were not lazy. You were surviving. You were not careless. You were being shaped. I do not hold yesterday over your head. I redeem it. I transform it. I weave it into purpose. I also need to warn you gently. Do not let regret turn into bitterness. Do not let comparison poison your joy. When you look at others and assume they arrived on time, you cannot see the price they paid or the storms they face. Their timing is not your measuring stick. I never asked you to keep up with them. I asked you to walk with me. If I had allowed you to run ahead of me, you would have learned to trust yourself more than my voice, and that would have been far more dangerous than waiting. I care more about your heart staying soft than your life looking impressive. I care more about your obedience than your speed. I care more about your peace than your position. So let go of the belief that earlier would have been better. Let go of the thought that waiting made you weaker. Waiting made you wiser. Waiting made you aware. Waiting made you dependent on me in ways success never could. You are not behind. You are balanced. You are not late. You are refined. I am correcting your perspective so you can step forward without carrying unnecessary weight. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You do not need to make up for lost time. You only need to stay close to me and move when I say move. I will not rush you, and I will not abandon you. Trust my pace. It has always been guided by love. My child, come closer and let me lift what has been weighing on you. You have carried heaviness for too long, and I do not want you moving forward under that burden. I know how tired you are, not just physically, but in your spirit. I know how many times you told yourself to be strong when you felt weak. I know how often you kept going while quietly wondering how much longer you could endure. And I want you to know this now. You are not alone in this season, and you never have been. I have been strengthening you in ways you could not feel at the time. Strength does not always come as energy or confidence. Sometimes it comes as endurance. Sometimes it comes as the ability to get up one more day when quitting feels easier. Sometimes it comes as staying kind in a season that tries to harden your heart. Its strength you carry now was built in the waiting. It was formed in the unseen moments where you chose not to give up. You may feel behind, but you are more prepared than you realize. You may feel unsure, but you are steadier than before. You may feel like you lost momentum, but I have been restoring you quietly. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting from wisdom, discernment, and depth that can only be gained through time with me. I want to remind you of something important. Your life is not on pause. Even when it felt still, I was active. Even when progress looked invisible, growth was happening beneath the surface. Roots grow in darkness before fruit appears in light. You are not forgotten in the dark. You are being established. Lift your head now. The future is not closing in on you. It is opening before you. There is still joy ahead. There is still purpose unfolding. There are still doors I have prepared that no delay can cancel. What I have spoken over your life has not expired. My word does not weaken with time. It waits for alignment. I am breathing fresh courage into you now. Courage to believe again. Courage to hope without fear of disappointment. Courage to move forward without dragging regret behind you. You do not need to be perfect to take the next step. You only need to trust me enough to take it. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are human, and I am your strength. When you have nothing left to give, I carry you. When your confidence runs low, I remain steady. When you doubt yourself, I do not doubt you. I see who you are becoming, not just who you have been. Let this encouragement settle into your heart. You are not disqualified. You are not disarmed. You are not delayed beyond repair. You are being renewed. Day by day, moment by moment, I am restoring what you thought was lost. And as you rise from this place, you will realize that the strength you gained here will support everything that comes next. Stay with me. You are stronger than you think, because I am with you. My child, now I want you to rest in what I am about to promise you. Not as wishful thinking, not as empty comfort, but as truth spoken by me. I am not finished with you. What I began in your life, I will complete. I do not abandon my work halfway. I do not forget the words I have spoken over you. Time does not weaken my promises. Waiting does not cancel them. I know you worry that too much time has passed, that circumstances have changed too much, that you missed the moment when things could have worked out. But I am the one who redeems time. I restore what was lost. I rebuild what was broken. I return what seemed impossible to recover. I am not limited by years, seasons, or human expectations. I step into moments others call too late, and I make them holy again. Trust my timing, even when you do not understand it. My timing is not meant to frustrate you, but to protect you. I align events, people, and opportunities in ways you cannot see yet. When I move, it will not require you to panic, rush, or force anything. What comes from me arrives with peace, not chaos. What is truly yours will not have to be chased. It will meet you at the right time. I promise you this: obedience matters more than speed. When you walk with me, every step has purpose. Even slow steps count. Even quiet obedience moves you forward. You do not need to run ahead to prove your faith. You only need to stay close to me and listen for my voice. I will guide you when to move, when to wait, and when to rest. I also promise you that nothing you have learned in this season will be wasted. The patience you developed, the humility you gained, the discernment you carry now, all of it will serve you in the next chapter. You will look back and realize that this was not a delay, but a foundation. What is built on this foundation will last, because it is built with me. Do not be afraid of the future. I am already there. I see the doors that will open at the right moment. I see the connections forming. I see the opportunities aligning. I see the growth that is about to accelerate when the season shifts, and it will shift. I do not leave my children in waiting forever. Hold on to this assurance. I am for you, not against you. I am guiding you, not confusing you. I am faithful even when you feel uncertain. You have not been overlooked. You have been led. You have not been delayed beyond hope. You have been prepared with care. So breathe. Release the pressure to catch up. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what is coming next. My promise over your life still stands, and I will fulfill it in my perfect time. Stay faithful. Stay close. I am with you, now and always. My child, now that truth has settled into your heart, I am calling you to respond. Not with fear, not with pressure, but with faith. This is the moment where you stop rehearsing what went wrong and begin agreeing with what I am doing now. You have carried regret long enough. I am asking you to release it into my hands. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Now, I want you to let go of the version of yourself that keeps apologizing for being human. Let go of the voice that keeps you anchored to yesterday. That voice is not mine. I am not asking you to fix the past. I am asking you to trust me with the present. Faith is not about understanding everything. Faith is about moving when I say move, even when the ground feels unfamiliar. This is where obedience becomes active. I am inviting you to step forward with what you have, not what you wish you had. You do not need more time, more clarity, or more confidence to obey me. You need willingness. You need surrender. You need a heart that says, I will trust you even if I cannot see the full picture yet. Pray this in your spirit as you listen. Father, I release the lie that I am too late. I receive your timing. I trust your pace. I step forward with you. When you pray that, something shifts. Not always around you immediately, but within you. And that inner shift is what prepares you for outward change. I am activating courage in you now. Courage to take the next step without overthinking it. Courage to stop waiting for permission from people who were never assigned to approve your calling. Courage to obey me quietly, consistently, and faithfully. You do not need applause to move. You only need my presence. Do not underestimate small steps. A single obedient step can realign an entire future. You do not need to see the whole staircase. I will light the step in front of you. Walk in that light. When you do, more will be revealed. This is how trust grows. This is how momentum returns. I'm also calling you to lay down control. You have tried to manage outcomes because waiting felt scary. But control is heavy, and it was never meant for you to carry. Give me the timeline. Give me the outcome. Give me the fear of missing out. When you place those in my hands, you make room for peace. This is not the moment to shrink back. This is the moment to rise in quiet confidence. Not striving, not rushing, simply aligning. When you align with me, doors open naturally. Connections come without force. Opportunities arrive without panic. My way does not exhaust you. It strengthens you. So take a breath. Straighten your posture. Lift your heart. You are not stepping into uncertainty alone. You are stepping forward with me. And as you move in trust, you will begin to see that you were never late. You were being led, My child, now let everything grow quiet within you. Let the striving rest. Let the fear loosen its grip. Let the weight you've been carrying fall from your shoulders. I want to leave you with peace, not questions. I want to seal this moment with truth, not tension. You are not late. You are aligned. You are not behind. You are exactly where I can reach you, guide you, and lead you forward. I know this message has stirred something deep in you. That is because it was meant to. I have been correcting a lie that has followed you for too long. The lie that your best days are behind you. The lie that timing disqualified you. The lie that you missed me. But hear me clearly as we close. I have never missed you. I have never lost track of you. I have never stopped working on your behalf. What comes next does not require panic. It does not require you to catch up. It does not require you to explain yourself to anyone. It requires trust. A quiet, steady trust. A kind that walks forward without needing to defend the pace. I am not rushing you into the future. I am walking you into it with care. Let your heart remember this summary. Waiting did not weaken you. It prepared you. Delay did not deny you. It protected you. Time did not run out on you. It refined you. And now, peace is your portion. Confidence is returning. Clarity will come step by step. You do not need to see everything yet. You only need to stay close to me. As you rest in this truth, respond in agreement. Like this video. Leave a comment declaring that you trust my timing. Share this message with 3 people who are quietly struggling with the same lie. Hype this message so it reaches the ones who feel overlooked. Subscribe, not out of habit, but as a declaration that you are choosing faith over fear. Your response is not small. It is alignment. And before we part, I speak directly to those whose hearts are stirred to help carry this word farther. This is me inviting you now. Become a river, not a reservoir, as you have received a release. When you support this mission through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal, you are lighting lamps in places you may never see, but I see every soul reached. I am the one who said that those who give will be given to, pressed down and overflowing, and I am declaring that promise over your obedience. The PayPal donation link is in the description and available by QR code, and I am commanding you to act in faith, not hesitation. Sow into my work, and I will breathe increase, peace, and favor over what you place in my hands. Now go in peace, my child. Carry this truth with you. I am with you in what comes next. Always.